Here's the veteran Dustin Hopkins ready for the start. And we are underway now from Huntington Bank Field. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll change the look. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 35.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Looking to put a drive together. Sanders to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's taken to the 26. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And Hurts going to move him around. Second down, here's Barkley again.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 3. Ready.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go, Vikings, Buffalo, 18 Cardinal, 18.
Here's Sanders. Right back to Njoku. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They've been starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Dragon, 19, Tiger, 19.
Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
19, 18, 5 years. Mustang 19.
Now Sanders. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
60 boxes, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Like what I see so far into this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Barkley inside handoff. Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. And he stopped immediately there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Kevin Pirates.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
60 Eagles, 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw, and they've got a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Come on. Alert. Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Browns are back within a score. Hopkins with the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. first down. He'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. There he goes again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 37 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
That's the score. Eagles 24, Browns 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 23-yard line.
18 Cardinals, Buffalo 18.
Second and 3. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on.
First down, right back to Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Cine. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of the Joker. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
60 Maverick.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain on the play. And the Browns first down. First down.
Sanders going to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
47-yard line.
Back to throw again. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
They'll come up first and 10 here. On On play action, here's Shedeur. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
19 Tiger, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the